One of the powerful tool available from Microsoft, Power App, no need for buying. If you are using Microsoft 365, Power App is inbuilt along with this, where we are going to create our own app. I don't want to talk much about it, no theoretical here. I don't want to give some slideshows and what is Power App and what is other things. Let us straight away start here because it's a very important tool. One day we'll try to cover. So Power App, the name itself says it's a application, it's a software used for developing a small app. So first let us go to a browser. You can open any browser. I recommend you have to open, most of you are think I will be using the Edge browser, correct? Or Chrome? Edge. Very good. One training I got an answer that I am using Edge to download Chrome. What you said is somewhat better. At least you are using Edge. Okay, right. So, how can I open a Power App? It's an online platform. No offline here. It's going to be 100% online in near future. I think everything is going to be in online. Even Microsoft Excel, even Microsoft Power BI, most of the things will come in online. So here I am going to open this Power Apps. To open the Power App, make dot. You have to use make.powerapps.com. make.powerapp.com. You have to use make.powerapp.com. You have to log in through this make.powerapp.com. Since you have 365, it's inbuilt, it's free of cost. You can straight away start and you can straight away use it. There are some licensing part also available. If you want to share it to the external, then you have to go for licensing part. But as of now, you can create an app and you can publish it within your team, within the Daimler team, you can publish it. So let me open this make.powerapp.com. If you are logging in for very first time, it will ask you what is the country, you are signed in, your email and passwords and other things. If you are already signed in, this is your welcome screen. This is your welcome screen. So powerapp.com, make.powerapps.com. So everyone has logged in. 100% it's an online platform, no offline here. It's going to be 100% online. Power BI has both offline as well as online, but Power App is purely an online platform, make.powerapps.com. This is your welcome screen. First thing what you have to do it is, after going to your team, you can use your own environment. In Power BI, I don't know whether you know it. In Power BI, whenever you publish some report, you will be using some workspaces, correct? Similarly, in Windows, whenever you are copying a file, you will create a folder. All your files, you will put it in a folder. Same like here, we don't call it as workspace. We don't call it as a folder. We call it as a environment. It's an environment here. So like a workspace, you will have an environment. So what is the environment? There are so many environments available. Even you can create an environment. You have a licensing version. But as of now, you cannot do this. Your IT team has to do this. So environment is already created on your system. I think maybe your name will be there on your environment. As for the training session, don't use your environment. You have to click here and you have to use some other environment. Even I don't know what is the environment. This one. You have to use this environment here. This is the environment specifically given for this training sessions. DACV_ILC_HR learning_DEV developer. Okay, so this is the environment. You have to sign in, go to this environment and select that environment. Select that environment. There is an environment button available here. If you click there you will get your environment list. Click it. One is your name, don't use it. The DACV. Okay. I think I would have told this in a training session itself. There is an application from Microsoft called as Zoomit. I will share you the link if you want. So there is a Zoomit app. It's not an app, it's just a file. You have to download the file. and you can start using. There are in this app itself there is a shortcut key. For example, Control 2, start drawing. So I will press Control 2. W for whiteboard. I will press W for whiteboard. So suppose I want to draw something. You can see it says R for red pen, B for blue pen. Hold Shift key for straight line. So I am holding the Shift key and draw the straight line. Control key for drawing the rectangle. Control and Shift for drawing the arrow. Tab key for this. Since I am using it more frequently, I am doing it a little bit faster. But this shortcut keys are available. I will share it. Maybe this link I will share it with maybe your IT teams or maybe HR team. I will share it. I think they can share it. You are not able to see the environment. I think you have to get it. Morning I asked you, told it. Sorry. You have to ping into Roshan. You are nominated to this. Okay. Yes. So I cannot use your company environment. So I am going to use only the default environment. So you have to use that environment which I told this one. This environment DACV, ILC, HR environment. Please select the environment. That has to be selected. How we know that selected? You can see a checkbox will be available before the environment. It indicates that this environment is selected. So whatever we are going to do, we are going to do this in this environment. See whether you should not go out. You should not go out of the environments until the entry. If it is going out, once again you have to select this environment. So I have selected that environment here. Yes, this is your welcome screen. As usual, on the left hand side, there are various options available. Home, create, learn, plan, app, AI, hub, tables. Tables means dataverse where we can create our own tables. Flow is the one. Power Automate, which we are going to see tomorrow, next session, next week only, the Power Automate. Solutions, and we have more other options available. Don't worry, all the options we'll explore one by one. And here I am getting a welcome screen where I am going to design. We are going to design an app. Start with the design, start with the data, start with the plan. All the three we'll see. If you have created some app, all the app will be displayed on the bottom here. All the app will be displayed on the bottom. You can create an app by two things. One is you can create an app through a canvas. Through a canvas, you can create an app. There is an option called as canvas. Through a model, you can create an app. Through a model, you can create an app. But unfortunately, model has more facility. Model, as someone has told, zero coding. Even no need for coding. Most of the things can be done by Power App itself. But model, you cannot use the external table. You can use only the table which is available in Power App called as Dataverse. Dataverse is the table. Dataverse is the database. Through the database only you can create a table. You can create an app. So two types of creating an app. One is through a canvas. Another one is through a model driven. But unfortunately for the model driven, you can use only the Dataverse. I will explain what is the Dataverse. But canvas, any database can be used. Even Excel can be treated as a database. SQL, SharePoint, anything can be treated as your database also. Okay, so first let us start with canvas. We should understand what is the database. After understanding the database, then we'll see how to use this model also. So let us start with canvas here. I'm going to create an app for a canvas. I think morning you would have got a mail, maybe a Excel file. You would have got that Excel file. So let me go to that Excel file. I think one Excel file, you would have got one Excel file. Maybe Power App sample, right? That's a file you got it, right? That's an Excel file. So please open that Excel file. Various types of sample forms are available. Here I can see a small form, production ID, shift production entry. In the shift supervisor, they are going to make some entry in the every shift. What is the production ID and which plant they are working on, what is the machine code they are working on, and production quantity, who is the shift supervisor. For this, we can create an app. Whenever they are submitting something, it has to be loaded automatically to my Excel file or to my Power BI, to my SharePoint folder, to my database folder. Everywhere it can be, anywhere it can be stored. So we can develop a small app for this. Or facility request. There is a facility request ID, employee name, department, request type, status. Like this, we have some sample forms. So all these are sample. You can relate it to your department. Shift issues, who are all in the logistic, they can use the training request, asset maintenance, asset request, and HR can use the leave request and visitor register, and production people can go for breakdown register, stock adjustment, dispatch, finance and other things, payment approval, safety, everything we have some sample data here. Almost for all the important thing we have a sample data. First, let us take the first one itself. Maybe we all take a common one. I will take the common one. Maybe I'll take this first sheet. I will take the first sheet. This sheet where I have production ID, plant location, mission code, production quantity, and who is the shift supervisor. For this, we are going to develop a small app. Whenever people are entering this and save it, it has to be submitted here. For example, today someone is going to enter the data, maybe 126, maybe in Varagadam plant, and what is the mission code, what is the quantity production done here, who is the supervisor. So they are going to enter the data, it has to be automatically feeded here. Okay, first we'll take the Excel as a database. We'll take this Excel as a database. So we are going to take this Excel as a database. Either Excel can be an online or Excel can be a offline also. But your Excel file should be on OneDrive. Your Excel file should be on OneDrive, and your database, your table should not be a normal table. Your table has to be converted into an official Excel dynamic table. Very good. So let us convert this. I am going to use this table as of now. Let us take the first table. This is the table which I am going to use now. Based on this table, we are going to create a small app. So first we will convert this table into a dynamic table. So I place the cursor, or even you don't have a data also, you can have only the column heading, we can convert as a dynamic table also. But just for a sample, I have sample data. So let me place the cursor on the table. How do we convert a table into a dynamic table? Control T or Control L. We have learnt it in basics of Excel. Control T or Control L is the shortcut key to convert a table into a dynamic, official dynamic table in Excel. Maybe in the basics of Excel, we would have learned this. Control T or Control L. Is the basic Excel knowledge required here? Not at all. Just for sample, I am doing this. Control T or Control L. So I place the cursor on the table and I press Control T, Control L. Where is the data of your table? My data of the table is automatically selected. And I say OK here. Yes, this table was converted into an official Excel dynamic table. We will use other table, maybe other table also in the later part. We will use one by one. First Excel, then we will see how to use the SharePoint, then we will see how to use the Dataverse. Everything one by one we will see. First I am going to use this table as my database. So we have converted the table into a dynamic table, and I am going to give some meaningful name for this table. Meaningful name for the table. How do we give a meaningful name for the table is, place the cursor on the table, go to the tab called as Table Design. Under the tab of Table Design, if I go to the Table Design, under this you can see there is a table name available here. So Control T, Control L, convert it as a dynamic table. Then go to the Table Design. Under the Table Design, you can see the table name is Table 1. So let us give some name for it. Meaningful name. Meaningful name for here. So let us go here. But the name should be without space, without special character. No space, no special character. It should be without a space. The text should be no space. No space. no special character, and it should start with an alphabet. No special character, start with alphabet. This is how you have to give a name. Okay, so let me give some meaningful name. So I'm giving some name. These are all the shift production entry. So let us say shift entry. Every shift, what is the entry? So just I'm giving some shift entry or production entry. So I'm just give a meaningful name. Enter. Accept it. So enter. We have accepted it. Okay. So we have converted a table into an official Excel dynamic table, and we have given a meaningful name for the table. And please see that this table should be in OneDrive. It should be in OneDrive. It should not be in D drive, My Document, Desktop. I hope most of your files are in OneDrive, but still let me verify whether I have my personal OneDrive folder here. In this OneDrive folder, I have created a separate folder for this Power App. I have created a separate folder for this Power App. In that folder, I have pasted this file, Power App Sample. See that your file should be in OneDrive. Your file should be in OneDrive. Okay. Done. Now we are going to bring this file to our Power App, and we are going to create a small app. Small app. Very easy, very simple. It's not too hard. It's going to be very simple and very easier. Now let us go to Power App screen. I recommend everyone to please follow with me. If you have any questions, doubts, queries, stop me, ask me there itself. As I told, I can repeat it any number of times. So I have logged into Power App. On the Home tab itself, you can see there is an option, create with the design, create with the data, create with the plan. So let us start with the simple design. So I will go to Home tab and start with the design. That's the first method. Our second method is you can go to the create. Under create app, you can go to the Home tab. There is an option called as create app using the start design or with the data, with the plan, or you can, there is a button available called as create. Under create, create from blank, create from split screens, create from sidebars, main section folders, model driven. Unfortunately, don't select the last three. Don't select the last three, because last three can be done. You can see even it shows you can do it only through the Dataverse. You can do only through a Dataverse, but this you can do it through a Dataverse, SharePoint, Excel. All this Canvas can be done through any database. Canvas app can be developed through any database, but the model driven app can be done only by the Dataverse. What is Dataverse? How to use the Dataverse? We'll see it in another few minutes. So let us click on with this click from blank workbook. I'm going to click with create a blank. So I have gone to create. Under create, I have selected the create blank. And this Canvas blank app, for which you are going to create, whether you are going to create it for a tablet size or you are going to create it for a mobile size or responsive. Responsive means based on the application, it will change automatically. Your screen size will change automatically. Like a website. When you open a website, if you open the website in laptop, it will be a different layout. When you open the same thing in your mobile, the layout will be different. So here the layout is responsive. So let me select the responsive now. I clicked on the responsive. So I clicked on the responsive. Yes, it's loading. Power BI is a report which will have list of pages. PowerPoint is a presentation which will have list of slides. Power App is an application which will have list of screens. You will have list of screens. So I clicked on the open responsive screen. It has come to the welcome screen here. I'm not going to create. It says Here are the few ways to start an application from the blank, create from a form, create from a gallery. So we don't know what is a form, we don't know what is a gallery. We will see both, we are going to see both today. So as of now, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to skip it. So let us skip this. As I indicated, Power App is an application which will have list of screens. You will have screen 1, screen 2, screen 3, screen 4. We'll see one by one. First, let us start with the screen 1. And there are some tabs and ribbons available here. You clicked on the responsive screen. It has landed into the screen. Where on the left hand side, you can see the back button, undo, redo, which we can see it in normal Excel, Word and PowerPoint. And we are going to insert some controls. What are all the controls? Text box, option button, combo box, controls are available. Add data and new screen. Sometimes if this new screen and themes is not visible, some screen size, based on your screen size, my screen is bigger. So I am able to see the new screen and I am able to see the themes. Sometimes the new screen and themes is not visible, it's hidden. So what we have to do, we have to go to the 3 dot here. Under 3 dot, you will get that new screen and themes. Correct? If you are not able to see it straight away, if your screen is smaller, then you can see this. Just by clicking on 3 dot, you will get this new screen and themes. On the right hand side, it says we are in the editing mode. And there is something called as properties. What is this properties? Properties of this screen. Suppose if you have inserted a text box, what is the property of the text box? If you inserted a combo box, what is the property of the combo box? So everything will be here, properties. If you are knowingly, unknowingly closed this properties, there is a properties appearing. If you are knowingly, unknowingly closed it, you can get it back just by clicking on this button called as properties. This one. Properties. If I click this, yes, the properties will come back. So we'll see how to work on the properties. This is for the comments. Just how do we give a comments in Excel, Word and PowerPoint. This is for app checker, whether your app is having some error or something like a spelling mistake, like checking your performance in Excel, we can app check it. And this is for sharing and exporting. We'll see everything. This is for playing your app. Like when you run a PowerPoint presentation, slideshow, F5, we can run a PowerPoint presentation. As usual, this is for saving. The last one is for publishing your app. We'll see everything one by one. On the left hand side, there is a tree map. So on this, now by default, we have a tree map here where all the screen, what are all the screens you are having. Under the screen, what are all the application you are all having. What are all the tools you are all having. So this is my application. Under the application, I have one screen and I have one screen container. So like this, if you have a combo box here, if you have a text box, everything, it will show you what are all the components you are all having it here. It shows all the component names here. And there will be a plus symbol, and this plus symbol, you can see same plus symbol here also. For inserting, same plus symbol will be appearing here. You can insert it through this or through this. Both are same. This plus symbol, same thing, add data. There is add data here, there is also add data here. Both are same. These two are similar. This add data and this add data. And here you can see where I can add some variables, some formulas, and there is something called a searching. And something you can bring a Power Automate, and you can bring the other tools also here. Power Automate. If I click on a button, someone has asked mail should trigger automatically. So then we can use the Power Automate. So there is an option of Power Automate. Unfortunately, we are not going to see Power Automate today. We are going to cover only Power BIs. Okay, so these are all the menus available. By default, you should have this tree view. If tree view is closed, you can get it back again by clicking on the tree view again. So I clicked on the tree view. On the bottom, you can see there is a settings available, that is app settings. On the right hand side, screen 1, you will get screen 2, screen 3, screen 4. And these are all various types of layout. How do you publish it? When you publish it on the desktop, how should be your layout? Tablet, how should be your layout? Mobile, how should be your layout? All types of layouts are available on the bottom. By default, try to have it on the first one, that is your responsive screen. So this one is responsive, the default screen. And this plus and minus, of course, everyone knows this. This is for increasing or decreasing your zoom percentage. Okay, that's it.
One more question I have to send who is pending?
He is not having that environment. You got the environment? He is not having the environment.
Look, you got it. Yeah.
She also has got it. She has joined late. She also has got it.
Just ping the ping to Roshan. You will give the access to him. And one more person. She got it.
She joined late. She got it.
Okay.
Please, he didn't.
Yeah. Attendance alone you can put it and pre-assessment also. Give me some time in break time also you can do it. But attendance you can do. Thanks, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Right? Clear? Any questions, doubts, queries of what we have learned? Just I have given only the introduction. Any other question, queries, doubts on this? No? Shall we move on? Very good. Now what are we going to do is we are going to design a form for which I think for that first Excel table we are going to shift entries. We are going to design a form now. Not we. Power App will help us. First we have to add the data here. I want to bring the data here. How do we bring the data here? As I told, there are two methods of bringing the data. On the left hand side, the third one available here called as data. So just go to the data. So on the left hand side, there is an option called as data. Under data, you can see there is a plus symbol add data, or you can click on this add data also, or this add data. All are similar. All are similar. Either go to the add data, click on add data, or click on the add data here, or click on the arrow mark here. So let us click on the arrow mark. And for which connector you are going to bring the database. So if you have some Dataverse, many times I told the Dataverse, what is Dataverse? We'll see that. I think for Dataverse, there are some premium licenses also required. So let us go to the connector. Various sorts of connector is available here. I think what is the connector we have used it? Of course, we have used the Excel. But Excel, where we loaded this Excel actually? OneDrive. So we have to search for that OneDrive here. I think OneDrive should be available. Yes. There is a OneDrive available here. So just go for OneDrive. So you have to connect through OneDrive. Or if you have already have an Excel online also, we can bring that online Excel. But now I am going to use OneDrive. I think, I don't know whether you are using OneDrive Business or OneDrive. I am using only the, I don't have OneDrive Business. I have only OneDrive. Either select with OneDrive or OneDrive Business. So I click on this OneDrive. And it will ask that OneDrive link, maybe your email ID and password. So let me select that OneDrive link. So I selected that OneDrive link. And it shows what are all the folders available in this OneDrive. Select that OneDrive. And it will show you the folder on that OneDrive. I have to select that folder. My folder name is Power App. That's a folder I have used it. And what is the file name? File name is Power App Sample. This is my file name. And what is the table name? I can see only one table because I have multiple sheets. Only one table. That's a table which I converted into a dynamic table. Only that table will be visible here. The table which I have converted just now in the morning as the dynamic table. That table should be visible here. Right? You still getting that environment? As of now, try to use the same environment. I think it may take some time. Or just to refresh it and check whether have you just to refresh your browser. Or close and reopen it whether it's activated. Any challenges? I think it's very simple. So I have selected that OneDrive and I selected the file and I click on connect now. Just I clicked on that connect. Yes. You can see below that OneDrive, below the add data, the data was connected here. This is my OneDrive link and this is my file name which I connected. Personally, I recommend Excel is not much secured because anyone can go to Excel and anyone can modify your Excel data. I don't recommend Excel. I recommend either you can go with SharePoint or you can go with the Dataverse. Anyway, SharePoint also we are going to see. Dataverse also we'll see. In another few minutes, we'll explain one by. We'll see one by one. Okay? Done? Everyone? Sir, any challenges? Got it? Now, we are going to design a form for this. Not very tougher, very hard. It's very simple here. So, we are going to design a form now. So, on the top, you can see it shows some containers. There are some containers available. So, these are all the containers where we can manually add something here. So, you can see there are some containers. Open insert menu. You can see open insert menu. So, there is some plus symbol appearing here. Either you can use this plus symbol to add a menus, or you can either use this plus symbol, or you can use this plus symbol, or you can use this plus symbol. All the three are similar. All the three are similar. You can use any one of these three. First, let me try with this plus symbol. I click on this plus symbol. Now, what I want to do is, I want to give a title for this. Maybe this form. I want to do some title. So, to do the title, which is the best tool which we are going to use it for the title is text label. Text label, just a label. Label just used for display. Just to display, I am going to use the text label here. Text label. So, let us click on text label. So, either you can click on the plus symbol and go for the text label, or you can click on this plus symbol. Here also same menu is appearing. Or you can click on the plus symbol, same menu is appearing. Simple. So first let me start with this plus symbol. I click on the plus symbol, text label. I clicked on the text label. You can see a text label is inserted here. On the left hand side there is a text label. If you are comfortable with this, you can go here and you can click here. What I want is, I want to give a title for this. This form, I want to give some title. This is the form for shift production entry. Shift production entry. So I want to give a title for this. So how do we give a title? On the right hand side, you can see there is properties. Below the properties, there is something called as text. So let us go to the properties. Under the properties, it says label 1. This is the name of this box. Label 1 is the name of the box. Below that, there is a text here. Go here and I'm going to enter some text. For example, this is the shift production entry. Shift production entry form. And font, unfortunately, you cannot get your company font here as of now, since it's an online platform. You cannot get it. You have to do some other activity to get it, but as of now, you cannot get it. So I selected something here and I select the font size maybe little bit higher. Maybe I'll put the font size as 20. And we can align it. There are various options available about the font sizes, font style, text alignment. There's a problem when you put it inside a container. If you're not putting inside a container, if you insert it straight away, then it's easy to move it. Container means it's fitting with the container. That's a problem for me actually. Let me delete that container. I delete the containers. Another method, I deleted the containers. My screen becomes blank. What is the advantage of deleting the containers? If I insert something inside a container, it is fitting with within the container. I deleted the container. Totally, I deleted all the containers. Select and delete, select and delete. Another method. Select and delete, select and delete. Now go to insert. Now we'll go to the text label. The text label is inserted. The advantage is you can increase height, width, everything you can adjust here. If it is not within the container. If it is not within the container. Earlier, I had a container. So I selected and deleted the container. I selected and just deleted all the containers. There are 3 containers. All the 3 containers are deleted. Now I have gone to insert and I selected the text label. The advantage of this is you can adjust the height, you can adjust the width, you can place it wherever you want it here. You can place it wherever you want it. That's a small advantage. So I'll go here and I give some title for this. Shift production entry form. And I make my font size as something like 20. Or you can furthermore also center alignment like this. Folder. So just I have entered a form here. Just I have entered a label and I given a title for this form. That's all. Delete all the containers. Earlier you will get some containers. Select it and just press delete. And go to insert text label. Insert text label. Click on the text label. Select the text label. Right side, you can type the text, whatever the text you want. Font size and font styles. Properties close பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா you have to get the properties by clicking here. அதை click பண்ண properties will come back. If you close the properties, click on the properties. Container will fit within the container you want to fit. Since we are customizing it. That's why you remove the control. We deleted all the containers. Still there is a container. There's a container portion. So all the containers. Now you insert and check. Now go to insert. Okay. This plus is also text label. Now you can move around. Click on that box. Right. In containers, the customizing will be a challenge. That's why I removed the container. Okay. Now, done. Everyone, I think this is very simple. We have just inserted a label. Now I want to insert that forms. I want to enter something. Let me open that file and I check. Just for sampling, I am opening the file. Power App samples, you can see there is one small extra column created, Power App ID. Don't worry, this is column automatically created by Power App. Since we are connected with the Power App, there is a Power App ID automatically created. Don't worry about it. Now, for this production ID, plant location, machine code, product quantity, shift supervisor, we are going to create a form. Where they are going to enter it, someone will enter, and production ID, I don't want my user to enter, it should be auto-generated. On this plant location, I don't want my user to type the plant location, they can select the plant location. And quantity, they have to type it, and machine code, they have to type it. Supervisor name, they can type it or they can select it, both can be done. We'll see one by one. Okay, no problem. It may take some time for refreshing. It may take some time. That's what Excel I don't recommend. It may take some time to refresh.
One more thing for me, your header column 1, column 2, column 3.
My God. While pressing Control T, you didn't select my table as the header. Don't worry, sir. It may take some time based on your refreshing time. Okay. Don't worry, this Power App ID is not coming. It may take some time to refresh also. That's a challenge when you are doing it in Excel. If you are doing it in some other tool like Dataverse and SharePoint, there will be an instant refresh. But Excel, it's an external tool. It may take some time to refresh also. So let us see. If it is not coming, you can close and open or go to the table design. Under table design, there is an option called as refresh. If you refresh it, it may get updated, or close and open, it may get updated. If you're not getting Power App ad, no worries. We'll see that. Now I'm closing this Excel. Please close that. Don't have the Excel file opened. Please close it. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create a small form here. Not we. Power App will help us. Go to the same insert button, the plus symbol. Go to the same insert button, plus symbol. Or click on the plus symbol available here. Under the plus symbol, the first one, popular. Under the popular only, I believe we are used the text label. Or you can see somewhere else the text label will be available. Under the input also, you may get the text label. So that it will be available on the bottom. Same like the popular will be on the top, same popular will be on the bottom also. Here, we are going to select this option called as Edit Forms. Edit Forms. Very simple. Just we are going to select the edit form. Go to Insert. Under Insert, click on that Edit Forms. Go to Insert, click on Edit Forms, or click on the plus symbol, Edit Forms. Both are same. I click on the Edit Forms. So when I clicked on the Edit Forms, it's asking from which data source you want to edit the forms. I think already I have selected the data source, Shift Entry. That's a OneDrive link, that Excel file which we have linked it. Let me select that table name. I will select the table name. So I'm selecting the table name. It is doing some activity. It has done some activity here. So let me move this forms further somewhere else on the down. I'm moving the form somewhere else down. So we have selected Insert. Under Insert, Edit Forms. Based on which table, I selected the table also. And what are all the fields you want it? I have some fields. So there is a button available after the editing form. There is a button available called as Fields. Go to that Fields. Just to click on the Fields. And you can see Add Fields. Click on that Fields. Fields, Add Fields. What are all the fields you want it from the table? So I want all the fields. I want the machine code. I want the plant location, I want the product quantity, I want the product ID, I want the shift supervisor. So these are all the columns which we have seen it there. So you are getting that column heading? Opening column 1 as of now. Just do one more thing. Go to this part. There is a data here. And third button. Under the third button, you go here. 3 dot. Refresh it and check. You change it that column. Yeah. Okay. Click on that fields. Add field. And what are all the fields you want? Mission code, I want it. Plant location, I want it. Product quantity, I want it. And product ID, I want it. Shift to supervisor, I want it. Add. So just I click on add. Yes. You can notice all the 5, 6 columns, which are all the columns you have selected. It has been added here. Mission code, plant location, product quantity, product ID, shift to supervisor. All the 5 columns which we have did has been added as a form here. We'll customize this. So I selected some forms. I repeat the process again. Insert, edit forms. It will ask what is the database. Select the database. After selecting the database, it will show something like this. Inside it, you are selecting the fields. Under fields, I have selected what are all the fields I want. Now, but I don't like this ordering. For example, I want the production ID should come first. Then I want the plant location. Then I want the mission code. Then I want the product quantity. Then I want the shift supervisor. And I don't like this to be here. I want everything maybe in row by row. First product ID, below product ID, I want the plant location like this one by one. I want to rearrange it. So let us do one by one. Let us click on the fields here. I click on the fields and I collapse this mission code and I am collapsing the plant location, all the fields. Now which fields you want it on the first? Assume that I want the production ID should come on the top. So let me drag that production ID and bring it above the mission code. So production ID I'm dragging and dropping above the mission code. Next I want the plant location. First I want production ID. Then I want the mission code. Plant location. Then I want the mission code. Then I want the product quantity. Then I want the shift supervisor. Fine. This is okay. Fine. You have to click on this field. Select the form. You have to click on the form. If you click on the form, you have to select this form. When you select the form on the top, you should get it. Here, fields. Okay. But how can I align this? For example, as I told, I want everything in one line. First line, I want product ID. Second line, I want product plant location. Select the form. Right hand side, you can see the form name. I recommend to have a meaningful name for this form. Try to have some meaningful name because while connecting, writing a coding, you have to remember the form. I recommend always to give a meaningful name. How do we give a meaningful name? Just go to the form here. There is a pencil symbol next to that. Just click on it. And let me give a name, FRM. A shorter form, FRM. This form is for shifty entry. Just I am giving some meaningful name for this. Shift to production entry or any meaningful name as you wish. I have given some meaningful name. This is not mandatory to start with FRM. FRM is not mandatory. For my convenience to understand, this is a form. We will create a text box, we will create a label, we will create a combo box. I should know the name. By the name, I will understand this is the form. So that's why I am giving prefixing with the FRM. Your wish. You can just give shifty entry. That's your wish. So I am giving a form name here, FRM shifty entry. On this properties, when I go down, column vertical or horizontal. So let us select, I want only one column here. I don't want multiple columns. I want only one column. Yes. So when I say only one column, you can see all the things are aligned like this, top to bottom. So I can see production ID, below that production ID, you are getting everything one below another. So production ID, below that production. Select the form, go to the properties. Under properties of the form, there is a column available. I selected as 1. Select the form first, then properties. Name. Below that you can see the columns. Below the display. Change the columns to 1 or 2 or 3 based on your
The box which you are selecting, the box size I could not able to modify.
in the which box is this one.
The complete box.
For
For me, it is completely in the.
That's why opening a container you didn't. Are you sure you have deleted the container? Container fuller irundha manum.
Okay. புரியுது.
Another form we will see without.
Okay.
And we selected the form. Okay. So the designing part, other things you do it like this. You can put a 2 column, 3 column, vertical layout, horizontal layout. This is fine. But now what I want to do is how this form is looking like when I run the form. When I run the form, how it's looking like. I want to see that. When I run the form. How can I run the form is on the top. You can see below the power app, there is a play button available here. There is a play button available here. There is a play button. So like how do we do it in Power BI, PowerPoint or anything? FI also can be used. The shortcut key for running a slideshow. Same FI can be used for running it. But when I run, nothing is displayed here. It says no item to display. Nothing is displayed. The title is displayed, that's okay. But when I run this, it should display that box at least. Then only I can enter something. It is not displaying anything here. The reason is, why it's not displaying anything is, I can close this, run the form. On the right hand side, there is a close button available to close this. Nothing is displayed. So I close this. Why the reason nothing is displayed is, let me select the form again. I am selecting the form again here. After selecting the form, right hand side, the properties, under the properties, default mode, it says edit. Edit means you already entered something, you want to edit it. That's why it says nothing to be edited. You are not able to see anything for editing. So it's not editing. Instead of editing, let us make it as new. Because this is form is for entering a new value, not is for editing. This is for entering a new value. Let us say new. So I'm changing this to new. Now run the form. Yes. Now I can see the production ID and the plant location and the machine code and the production quantity and shift supervisor screen is up here. Earlier you would have not got this. Now we are getting it. So first, while running the form, please check that select the form. After selecting the form, you have to select that edit instead of edit. You have to make it as new. Right? Now when I run the form, so it is displaying like this. Now what are we going to do is, let us enter a product ID and I will enter the plant location and I'm going to enter the machine code and I'm going to enter the product quantity. I'm going to enter the shift supervisor and click on a button. It has to be saved automatically. It has to be saved. Let us try with the simple thing. Gradually we'll see the other part. Let us try with the simple things now. So I'm going to save it. For example, I don't want you to open, just I will open and check. Now I'm going to the production ID 126. Please follow that order. Then it will be easier for automatically generating. I want to generate this production ID automatically. That part we will see it in the next one. Now I'm going to manually enter 126 and maybe I'm going to select the plant name. I'm going to type some location, I'm going to type some machine code and quantity and I'm going to select the supervisor name and click on a button. It has to be saved automatically. That's what we are going to do now. So let us go to this screen. I'm going to the screen. Once again, I'll go to the insert. I'll go to the insert. Under insert, you can use any icons or you can use some buttons. There is something called as button. Button is like a command button. Or you can use some icons also. You can use some icons or you can use button, whichever you wish. If I click on insert and I click on a button will get inserted here. I can move this button anywhere as per my wish. I can move the button somewhere else here. So when I click on this button, it has to save the record. That's all. It has to save the record. So either you can click on the button or you can click on icon. Both I will explain. First let us start with the button. So I inserted a button. Insert button. After inserting the button, now what I will do is go to the right hand side once again to the properties. Under the properties, text. What is the text you want to display in the properties? So what I am going to do with this, I am going to say something like save or submit. So I'm just giving a message called as submit. Enter to accept it. Enter to accept. So just I'm giving a message called as submit. So if I click on this form should be submitted. It has to be saved. It has to be saved. That's it. It's very simple. Inserted a button and we have typed the text here. On the top, there is something called as on select. You should get on select. If you are not getting on select, there is a drop down available here. Various options are available here. On select, fill, disabled color, so many align. So here it should be on select. That means when my user is selecting this, what do you have to do? When user is selecting this, the triggering, this is called as triggering. When user is selecting this, user is clicking on this, what are we going to do? Verify select is available. On select should be there. If it is not there, make it as on select and come to the right hand side. It says false. Click on the box. Click on the button. When you click on this button, you will get that on select on the top. Then you can see the false is available. That means If I select this, nothing to be done. False means nothing will be done. So instead of this, I will delete this false. I'm deleting the false. Now what are we going to do is very simple. So I'm going to type something like submit. S-U-B-M-I-T, submit form. When I type S-U-B, it automatically displays that submit form, open bracket. Or you can use the tab key for selecting it. Submit form, open bracket. Which is the form you are going to submit? I think I have given some name for this, meaningful name for the form. It is FRM. So let me give you the same name. FRM. What is the name I have given? Shifty entry. Yes. When I type FRM shifty entry, it automatically appears here. Close bracket. Submit form. FRM. Submit form. FRM shifty entry. This is the name which I have given. This is the name which I have given. Okay. This is the name which we have given it actually. Let me try this. Let me try this. And I select some other area. And I run the form now. I'm going to run the form. Yes, I have run the form. Now let me type some production ID. I forgot. What is the last production ID number? 120? 25. So I have typed 126 here. 126 here. Plant location. We'll see how to generate the production ID automatically. How to select the plant location also we'll see one by one. So I'm typing something here. Mission code, I type something here. Something EMC 123. Some number. Some quantity I'm typing here. 12. Shift supervisor. Some name. Maybe I'm typing some name here. So I have given some production ID name. I have given some plant location. And I have given some mission code. And I have given some product quantity. And I have given some shift supervisor. Now I'm going to submit. Click on submit. On the top you can see some process is going on. And it says no item to display. That's okay. No item to display. Because we didn't reset the form. We'll see how to reset the form. Now let me close this. I'm closing this. I think that form has to be saved on your source data. It has to be saved on your source data. Let me come to Excel. And let me open that file, Power App Sample. Yes. The column I have added is inserted here. 126 is the production ID. Oragadam is the plant name. And MC 123 I have typed it. And 12 is my product quantity. And Kumar is the name which I have given. Power App ID is automatically generated by Power App itself. Very simple. No coding. Actually, we did only one single coding. Submit form. It has automatically submitted. Maybe it may take some time to refresh also. Maybe go to data, select this, go to table design and just refresh it again. Or still if it is not refreshing, come to Power App. This data, go to 3 dot, refresh it. It may take some time. Excel, it may take some time. SharePoint and other things, you will get the instant refresh. Since it's an Excel file, it may it will get some time also. It will take maybe a little bit delay also. Yes. Click on that. File name. Don't open the Excel file while saving it. It has to be closed, otherwise it will throw some error. Time to submit. Update submitted, it is submitted empty form. One minute. Yeah, I'll get it. Yes, someone called me.
after
We'll see a small feature before going to the next part. Now, when I run this, now after saving it, when I run this, now nothing is displayed. So you have to make this once again as a new form. And after submitting, I'm not getting any information here, whether my file is saved or not. And after submitting, I want to reset the form. My form should come back again. My form should come back again. It should reset it. And then what we are going to do is, other things what we are going to do is, I want this production ID should be automatically generated. I don't want the production ID to be typed manually. This production ID should be automatically generated. That's the first thing. Second thing, the plant location. I don't want my user ID to type the plant location. I want my user ID to select the plant location. I've listed out the plant location in a combo box. So they have to select it. And other things we are going to see one by one. So one by one we'll do everything. First let me select the forms. My cursor seems to be very small here. I selected the forms. After selecting the form, when I run it, it's not coming again. So every time, now as of now, I will go once again here, edit and rechange it to new one more time. I change it to edit and I change it to new one more time. I change it to edit and then click on new here. Just like refreshing. I selected edit and I selected new again. Now if I run the form, yes, it is showing on the screen. But in my system, my screen is not flexible. I'm not able to see this properly. I'm not able to see the production ID shift supervisor somewhere else here. I'm not able to align it. I want this to come in a full screen. So what I will do is, there is a settings available. If you are getting on the full screen, fine. But I'm not getting it. When I play this, you can see my shift supervisor, it's not proper. I'm not able to scroll and I'm not able to type it here. When I put the submit button, somewhere else on the bottom or somewhere else here, I cannot see this. I'm not able to see this. So what I will do is, I am not able to see this. So go to the settings here, the last one, bottom. Settings. Under settings, go to the display. Now it says responsive. Instead of responsive, let us make it as fixed as of now. As of now, I make it as fixed. 16:9. All my screens are 16:9. Power BI, PowerPoint, everything is 16:9. So let us make it as 16:9. App layout is fixed and I make it as 16:9 and I close this. Now I run the form and check. I play this. Yes. Now it shows on my exactly on my full screen. If you are not able to see it on the full screen, in my system, it's going beyond the limit of the screen. So I made it as fixed. Because it's fixing based on my screen, overall screen size. So that's why I made it as fixed. After publishing, we make it as responsive. Now I made it as fixed. When I click on submit, the form is getting submitted. That's fine. But I'm not getting any notification here. Whether it is saved or not, I'm not getting any notification here. So we are going to add another coding here. One more coding. Submit form, FRM shift entry, semicolon. Just put a semicolon. You can expand this formula bar, just going to the right hand side arrow mark, you expand the formula bar. Just by going to the arrow mark, you can expand the formula bar. Shift enter will go to the next line. Just to put a semicolon, shift enter to come to the semicolon. We are going to use one more command called as notify. Open bracket, notify, open bracket, within double quotes, I'm going to give some message. I'm going to give some message. What is the message I'm going to give? It is the form submitted successfully. I'm giving some message here within double quotes. Since it's a text character, I'm giving a double quotes. Form submitted successfully, comma, and whether that message should be an error message or information or success message. Actually, it's a success message because we have successfully submitted it. So let me select the notification type as success, comma. That message will be available. Either user can close it or I can give some milliseconds, number of milliseconds that box, that notification should display. Maybe I'll say 2002 seconds, approximately 2000 milliseconds. Just I put it as 2000, number of milliseconds. So 2 seconds that message should appear. After that, that should get disappear. That should get disappear. Okay. So that should get disappeared. Another semicolon. I'll put another semicolon. Or first we'll check this. We'll add another semicolon later. First we'll check this, whether this is working fine or not. Submit form. After that, I have added a semicolon. Then I given a message, notify. Notify is like a notification. We are giving a notification to my end user. That form is submitted successfully in 2 seconds. Now let us run and check. I'll collapse this formula bar again. I'll collapse the formula bar. How can I accept the formula is either plus Alt enter for accepting or click somewhere else outside for accepting. Click somewhere else outside for accepting. Now I run the form. Yes, now let me type 127. Planned location, something I'll put it as Chennai. Machine code, some machine code. Quantity. Supervisor. Submit. After submitting, you can see a message will be displayed on the top. You will get a message. Yes, but it says the file is opened. Yes, I have opened. Sorry, I should have not opened the file. The file should have closed it. That file is opened. That's why I am getting that error message. Now I submit this. Yes, on the top, yes, you can see on the top it's saying a message. Form is submitted successfully. This message will appear for 2 seconds, then it will close. Yes. Okay. Not file name, sir. We don't want file name. Some message. நீங்க என்ன மெசேஜ் கொடுக்க போறீங்க அந்த மெசேஜை டைப் பண்ணணும் சார், ஃபைல் நேம் கிடையாது. Form submitted successful or success, some message. It's not file name. So screen, it's there on my screen. Notify, open bracket, double quotes, message. என்ன message? Success, saved. Some message, some useful message. Then comma, notification type dot success. அது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக வரும். கமா கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா that will appear automatically, notification type. 2000 is how many seconds you want that message should appear. Close bracket all. Done, sir? But this is the message, is your wish. Come on. Have you given double quotes for it? Come on. Run the form, sir. Run the form. Select the form. Before running, I told you to do that.
Select the form. Type something. 127 or 28 or something. 127. 127 type. Something. That file has to be closed. So the message.
Okay, sorry. Still we are in the entry of the form. We'll do another two things here. Then we'll see how to edit the form. Here the production ID should be automatically generated. Second one is the plant location. I don't want the user to type. I want to put a combo box here. That part we'll see. And resetting the form again. Resetting the form. These are all the topics which is pending. After this, we'll see how to edit our forms also. Editing the forms. That topic we'll see in the next part. So as of now, you can click on the save button. There is a save available on the right hand side. Just to click on the save. And what is the name of this application? What is the name of this application? Maybe let us give some name. Maybe this is the name for shift entry app. Or you can give your own name. Maybe my first app. So I have given some name here. Some meaningful name. Save it. Where can I find the app? We can find the app in a separate area. We'll see that in the next part. So it's a variable. You can give any name. So we have saved the app. Before afternoon, we have to create the edit form. Then we'll see how to get the forms like a SharePoint, Dataverse. Manually how to create a form. Manually how to submit the form. Manually we have to see other process also. Table, how to bring the Power BI report to Power BI form, Power App forms, various options. Actually we have did only two codings, very small codings. One is submitting the form, another one is notifying. Okay. Minimize it. We'll take a break. Yeah. Thank you. I'll pause the recording. Last session we have seen how to create a small app. And we have seen how to run the app and how to enter the data. It has automatically got stored here. Now what are the things we are going to do is this production ID. I don't want my end user to see the production ID. This production ID should be automatically generated. This should be automatically generated. And the plant location, I want to give a combo box for it. So where my user can select it. Similarly, this quantity, and when I select submit, I want to give a help for the end user also. When you open some file, for example, I'm opening Excel or I'm opening any software. Whenever I place the cursor on some button, it is giving some tooltip, correct? So when I place the cursor over cut, it's saying this button is used for cutting. This button is used for copying. So like this, I want to give a tooltip because my end user doesn't know what is the usage of this. What are we going to do under this mission code? They don't know what are we going to do under this mission code. And production quantity, what are we going to do? They don't know, they will not understand this. I am going to give a tooltip for it. There is two things. One is tooltip, another one is hint tip. Hint tip and tooltip. We'll see both. We'll see both. So if you are struggling, if you are trying to select a form, sometimes it's very tough for me also. I'm feeling it's very tough. I have to go to exactly and I have to select the form correctly here. So instead I can go to the tree view. Under tree view, you can see the form entry is available. If I click this, from here the selection of the form will be easier. Suppose I want to select the form because I'm trying very tough for me to select this form here. So go to the tree view. Under tree view, you can see your form name will be there. Just to click it so that your form will get selected automatically. Right? if you are if you are struggling to select that form. So I have selected the form. Now this is fine. I'm not going to do anything in the form. So let us do one by one. Maybe the plant location, we are going to make it as a combo box, and production ID. When I click on the production ID should be automatically generated. How this production ID should be generated is, for example, in my Power App example, my last production ID is 127. The next production ID should be 128. I don't want my user to enter this. If I'm asking my user to enter, they can type any number. Someone can type the same number which is already available, 101, 102, 103. So it has to be automatically generated. So here 127 is my production ID. The next ID should be 128. This should be automatically generated. I don't want this to be entered by my end user. So let me close this file. I'm closing this file. Always better to close that Excel file, source file. Now let me go to the Power App and I'm going to select this production ID. I'm selecting this production ID. On the right hand side, the properties of production ID should be available here. The properties of production ID is available. On the right hand side, you can see there is something called as display and advanced. Go to the advanced. Under advanced, you have to unlock this. By default, this is locked. The properties is locked. Any visual default, the properties would be locked. So I have to unlock it. So select that production ID box, this text box, select that text box. Go to the properties here. On the properties, first one is display, second one is advanced. Go to the advanced. Under advanced, I unlock the change properties. Unlock this. So it has to be unlocked. So now it has opened here. Now it is opened here. Now it has opened. It has opened here. Advanced, unlock it. Now it is open. There are so many things. Action, on change, on select. There are so many. Under this, I am going to an option called as default. Default. That means whenever I open default, the production ID should be automatically generated. The production ID should be automatically generated. Whenever I open, the production ID should be automatically generated. So what I will do is, let us remove this parent.default. I remove this parent.default. Now, as I indicated, what I want to do is, I want to find out what is the maximum of the production ID plus 1. My maximum of production ID is 127 plus 1. It should be 128. So next time the production ID should be 128 here. So let us go to the default, under default here. So let me type some formula. The formula is max, M-A-X, max. Better M should be in capital. Max of open bracket. So I will say max of what? The table, the table name. Max open bracket, the table name. Table name is shift entry. Shift entry is my table name. My table name is shift entry, comma. What is this? Is production ID. So max open bracket. Type the first two letters of my table name. The table name is shift entry, comma. When I give comma, it's asking max of which column? Production ID. Don't select. There's two things. This item dot production ID. Don't do that. It's not this item. It should be production ID. Production ID. Max of open bracket, the table name, comma, column name. Which column you want to find out the maximum of it? Close bracket plus 1.
Shift entry or firm shift entry?
Shift entry, table name. Not the form name, table name. The table name, you are given the table name, right? The table name here.
Production ID underscore data card something. So.
No, you have to select this.
That is only, but
Max of table name, comma, the production ID. For me, you can see it automatically shows me 128. Because already 127 is available. Now it should be 128. It should display as 128. Because 127 is automatically given, so it should show as 128. Max of open bracket, table name, comma, the column name, close bracket, plus 1.
Table name we can choose.
First two letter. When you type the first two letter, it will appear automatically. The table name which you have given here. Form name table. Form name table. Formula எப்படி அந்த ப்ரொடக்ஷன் எப்படி இருக்காங்க? Equal max. Am I equal to one? Shifting. Yeah, done. Table name. Table name. The form name. Table and all Excel and one only. Yeah. Table is there. Come on. Okay. So production ID we have automatically generated. Is it required every time I have to run the form here and check it? Can I check it here itself? இங்கேயே என்னால் எடிட்டிங்லாம் செக் பண்ண முடியுமா? Yes, you can check it just by holding the Alt key. Alt key, when I hold the Alt key, you can see how this form and text box will work. So when I click on the text box, I can enter something in the text box. I can enter something in the plant location. Alt key, press on it. Hold the Alt key and press it, and you can see how it's working also. But the problem is, when I selected this 128, it has automatically generated okay. But my user can go here and manually they can edit this. Instead of 128, they can type this 128. I don't want that. So what I will do is, select this box again, select the box again, this box, you can go to the display, or it is better you have to select the display mode. Under the display, select this, select the box and go to the display. Under display, the first one, display mode, is edit. So when I click on display mode edit, you can see there is something called as display mode edit. On the top, you are getting parent.display mode. Parent.display mode. I selected the box and I gone to display. Under display, I selected the display mode. When I selected the display mode, on top you are getting parent.display mode dot disabled. I am saying disabled. Disable means my user should not enter anything. It will be disabled. It will be automatically generated, but the user cannot use it. It will be disabled. So select this disabled. So now you can see it is graded out. It is graded out. Even when I run the form, I am playing the form, running the form. Sorry, it has to be resetted every time, but we'll see how to reset it automatically. Select the form, new, I will refresh, equal to edit and new. I will click on edit and new again. Run the form. Yes. Now you can see it is disabled. 128 is automatically available. When I go here and click, nothing can be clicked here. You cannot enter anything inside it. It is protected. It is automatically generated. Select this box and I go to the display. Under display, you can see the display mode. There is a display mode. When I click on the display mode, on the top you will get parent.display. You have to add one more dot disabled. Dot disabled. It should be disabled. I don't want my end user to go there and type it. It should be disabled. Next. Plant location. The plant location, as I told, the plant location should not be a text box. This plant location should not be a text box. Sorry. It should not be a text box. It should be a combo box. I don't want my user to enter the plant location. I want select it. Sorry. We'll do it in the next part. The mission code. When I go to the mission code, here under the mission code, I don't know what my user has to type here. I don't know what the user will type here. So as I told in the morning, when I open Excel, Word or PowerPoint, when you place the cursor on any button, it is showing something. The cut. What is the button the cut is used for? Cut is used for removing the selection, put it into clipboard and paste it in some other area. It's giving a tooltip. When I place the cursor on save, it's saying this button is used for saving. Like this, I want to give a tooltip for this. Tooltip. So select this mission code. Select this mission code. Go to the properties of the mission code. Go to the properties of the mission code. Under this, there are two things. One is hint text. There is something called as hint text. Another one, you can see there is something called as tooltip text. Tooltip text. What is the difference between tooltip and hint text? I will explain. First, let us go to the tooltip text. Tooltip text. Go to the tooltip text. Select this box. Select the box. Go to the properties once again. Under the properties, go to the display again. Go to the display. Under the display, the last option available here called as tooltip text. Go to the tooltip text and type inside it, unlock it, and you can type something. And I think I didn't unlock, sorry. First you should have unlocked it, right? I didn't unlock it. Select the box, unlock it, then go to display, tooltip text, or you can go to the advanced. Under the advanced also you will find the tooltip text. Under the advanced also you should find the tooltip text. Where is it? Go to advanced, sir. Advanced. Under advanced you will get that button called as unlock. Under the advanced you will get that button unlock. Last session we did it for the production ID also. Okay, sorry. Under the advanced also you can see the tooltip text is available. So go to the advanced, the tooltip text, delete it.
It's not editable.
Unlock, click பண்ணுங்க sir. Just click on unlock. Now go to the advanced, there is a tooltip and type whatever you want to be done in the tooltip. Within the double quotes, enter the machine code. I am giving some message here. Enter the machine code. I am giving some message with the double quotes and I am giving a message inside the double quotes. Go to the tooltip. Under tooltip, I am typing some message called as enter the machine. You can type it here or you can type it on the top also. Both are same. Go to the advanced. Under advanced, tooltip and type what is the tooltip you want it here within the double quotes. Within the double quotes. Enter the machine code. I have given some message called as enter the machine code. Yes, what is the advantage and what is the purpose of this? When I run the form and I place the cursor over here, you can see it is showing the message which you have typed there. When I place the cursor, you can say it's giving the message, enter the machine code. Enter the machine code. This is called as tooltip. Whenever you place the cursor, I should get some message. Enter the machine code. So that's what we displayed under the tooltip. Select this box. First unlock it. Under the advanced, you can see tooltip. On the tooltip, you have to type the tooltip. Or you can go to display and you can type the tooltip here also. Within double quotes. Done. The next one. What is the difference between the tooltip and there is something called as hint text? Hint text. This is okay. When I run the form, when you place the cursor, it is showing some message. That's okay. But there is one more thing called as hint text. Hint text. Under the display, there is something called as hint text. Hint text. I am going to give some hint text here. What is the difference between hint text and tooltip text? I will explain. Suppose here, please enter the machine code. So I am giving some message. Please enter the machine code. I'll put some 3 dot here. So I'm just going to the hint text and I'm typing something here. Please enter the machine code. Just I'm giving a message. Please enter the machine code. So whenever I place the cursor over here, it is giving a message that is called as tooltip. But what is the purpose of this hint text? Is literally the hint text will be displayed there. Let us run the form. You can see hint text is displayed here. Please enter the machine code. So they can click here and straight away they can type it here. So they are typing a mission code here. They can type the mission code. So hint text, straight away it will be displayed on the text box itself. On the text box itself, you will get that message. That is
one user to another user. That time what will come? Using A machine, uses B machine.
no, this just giving a message, enter the mission code. Whatever the mission code, you have to enter your own mission code. Whatever the mission code, you can enter your own mission code here.
No, app is common for all. Example, I'm doing
Correct.
this case. App is common for all. I'm using different machine, he's using different machine.
And the mission code, you enter.
This time whenever I'm logging, I'm
You have to enter that mission code here. Even I don't know what is your mission code. I'm sending app. You have to type your mission code name. You have to enter that. What is the quantity also varies, sir. Quantity, you are entering a different quantity, you will enter a quantity. Quantity has to be entered. Same like mission code has to be entered. Like this, you can do it for the product quantity and the shift supervisor also. Select this box. First unlock it. Go to advanced. Unlock it. Always, whenever you do anything, unlock it and enter the hint text. Enter the tooltip text. Text and enter the tooltip text. Finally, we'll see about the combo box. How to display a combo box. Done. So like this, do it for the product quantity. Like this, do it for the shift supervisor also. Now this plant location, which I am not going to ask the user to type, I am going to make the user to select. I don't want the plant location to be typed. I want the plant location to be selected. For example, I'll open the source file. Assume we have only 3 plants. Maybe I want Oragadam, Sipcart and warehouse, only 3 plants. So they can select whether it's an Oragadam plant, whether it's a Sipcart or whether it's a warehouse or whether some say Chennai, Mumbai, something like this. They have to select the plant location. They should not type the plant location manually because while typing, someone can make a mistake also. So we are going to insert some new tool here. Let us place the cursor on anywhere else on this area. We'll place the cursor. Later we'll put it inside this plant card here. We'll put it inside the plant card. Cut and paste, or you can straight away insert it here also. We will cut and paste also. Let us go to insert. Under insert, go to the input. There is an option called as input. Under input, you should find the option called as drop down. Drop down. Go to the insert. Under insert, you will go to the input. Below the input, you have to go with this drop down. Drop down. If you are not able to find out the drop down, go to the search box and type it also. You can go to the search box. Suppose I am not able to find the drop down, go to the search box and type something like DROP. The drop down will appear. So go to insert. Under insert, go to the input. Under input, I am getting a drop down. A drop down is getting inserted here. Place the drop down wherever you want it. As of now, I am placing the drop down somewhere else. I am placing the drop down somewhere else. Now what I want to do is select the drop down. Select the drop down. Select the drop down. On the right hand side, on the top, items. It should be items. Here you should get items. And it says drop down sample. Drop down sample. So delete that drop down sample. I don't want sample data. I want to give my own data here. Even you can get this from some other table. I already have the plant name in some other table. I can get it here, which you will see it in the later part. Now remove the drop down sample. After removing the drop down sample, open the square bracket. Square bracket next to P. Next to P on your keyboard. Square bracket. Just put a square bracket. Double quotes. Put a double quotes. And type your plant location. And typing the first plant location. double quotes, type the plant location, comma, another double quotes. I select the next plant location, double quotes close. Open the double quotes, first plant location, another double quotes, comma, double quotes, another plant location, double quotes close. We have to put it within double quotes. We can get it from one file also. We can get it from file. I don't want to type it. I want to get it from file. We can do it. We will do it in the later part. Then the next one is warehouse. Double quotes close, bracket close. Open the square bracket. Type the plant name within the locations, within the double quotes. Plant location within the double quotes. Just type the plant location within the double quotes. Okay. Now press enter or alt enter to accept it. No need to, enter or click somewhere else. Don't press enter, alt enter or click somewhere else. Now let me check whether it's working fine. I'll go to the alt key. You can run the form and check, or you can press the alt key and you can click on the drop down. Yes, all the three plant names are displayed here. You can see Ergodam, Zipcart and warehouse is displayed on the drop down. You can run it and check also the drop down. All the three plants are displayed. So select first go to insert, drop down. After inserting the drop down, select the drop down, go to the top, left hand side items, under items on the right hand side type what are all the items you want to be displayed. Okay. Now this drop down, I'm going to put this drop down inside this plant card area, this area. We don't want this text box. Instead of the text box, we want to put this drop down. Please do remember the name of this drop down. What is the name of the drop down? Is drop down 1. Even you can give your own meaningful name also here. You can give your own meaningful name. Your own meaningful name also can be given here. Your own meaningful name. Or you can have it as drop down 1 also. That's your wish. It's always better to have a meaningful name. But as of now, I'm maintaining the same name, drop down 1. Now let me go to this text box. Instead of the text box, I want to put this drop down inside this. So I will cut it. I will cut this drop down, Control X, and paste it here inside this Control V. It says unlock and add. Yes, it has to be unlocked. I will unlock it. Yes, it was pasted inside that box. So select this whole container area. Select the whole container area. Paste it. While pasting, it will ask you to unlock and add. Yes, you have to unlock it and add it. Now inside that box, you have inserted the combo box. We have to do one more activity here. Delete this text box. This text box, we don't want it now. We don't want this text box. Select it and delete it. You will get an error. We will handle that error. So we inserted the drop down and inside the box, and we have inserted the drop down inside the box and deleted the text box. Deleted the text box. We got a text box there. We have deleted it. So it throws some red, two red was shown here, two red. That is a error. We have to solve that error. I think very simple. We can solve it. Done. Any challenges? What is the challenge? Got it. Now, why it's giving an error? The reason for error is early we had some box there. Instead of the box that was deleted, that box was synced here. Whatever you inserted within that text box, it will be submitted and it will be saved. Now that box was deleted. Now instead of that box, this drop down has to be saved. Whatever I selected on the drop down, that has to be submitted, that has to be saved here. So what we do is two errors are appearing here, two errors. So let us solve one by one. Click on that first error, first red. Click on the first red, edit formula. Click on the first red, edit formula. It says data card dot value dot text. Data card dot value dot text. That means earlier we had some text box. Name of the text box is data card. But now we have inserted a drop down. That name you have to type it here. What is the name of it? I think it's drop down 1. Drop down 1. But unfortunately, drop down 1 is selection. User will select the drop down, right? Drop down 1 dot selected. Drop down 1 dot se. Automatically the selected will appear. Selected text, selected value. Whatever the value they are going to select it here. That has to be saved. Earlier, we had some other box. Whatever the value in that box, that will be saved in my submit. Instead of that, I am replacing it. Drop down 1 dot selected dot value. So one red has gone now. One red has gone here. One more red is there. We will replace that red. So instead of the data card dot value something, it will say data card dot to dot value dot text, because earlier we had some card, earlier we had some text box. Instead of the text box, now I have replaced as drop down 1 dot selected dot value. One error is gone. Another error. Let us click on the same red. Edit formula again. It says data card dot to dot value dot y. Data card dot to dot value dot height. Instead of this data card 2, you have to give that name. Drop down. Drop down 1 dot y. Drop down 1 dot height. That's all. Because the height should be synchronized. That's the reason we are giving this. So second red is also gone. So both the reds has gone here. Drop down dot selected dot value. That should be the first one. Second one, instead of the data card, make it as drop down 1. So almost we have done. Finishing this, we'll see editing the form. Okay. Whatever there, leave it. Instead of the data card 1, make it as drop down 1. That's all. Y plus something. It's just fixing the height. That's all. Now let us check whether this is working or not. Before that, selected dot value. Yes, one final thing we'll see here is submit. On submitting, we have submitted the form FRM entry, and I'll expand the formula bar for having a bigger view. Submit, and it says FRM entry and notify submitted successfully. After submitted, I have to reset the form again. The form has to be resetted again. So put a semicolon again at the last, because we are going to enter one more small coding. After submit the form, it is giving a message. After giving a message, put a semicolon. Next to the semicolon, shift enter. We are going to reset. Either reset or start a new form. I think reset should work. But from some system, reset, if it is not working, we'll send it as a new form. Reset form. reset form. R-E-S-E-T, reset form. Which form? This form. FRM shift entry. That form has to restart again. The form has to be resetted again. The form has to be resetted. Let me do that. FRM shift entry. That is the name of the form which we have given. That's the name of the form which we have given. Close bracket. Submit form. Notify. Notify is the message for notifying we have done successfully. Come to the last. Semicolon. Control and shift enter. Or you can, instead of pressing shift enter, you can type that reset form here also. To have a better view, I am doing this so that I can understand. First one is for submitting. Second one for notifying. Third one is for resetting. Yes. Now let us run the form and check whether it's working fine. So let me run the form now. I click on this preview app. I'm running the form. The 128 is automatically generated. And the plant location, I'm going to select something like warehouse. I'll select warehouse. Machine code, I'm selecting some machine code, MC something 345. And what is my quantity? My quantity is something 10. Who is the shift supervisor? Something. I'm typing some supervisor name. Submit. I think that Excel file should be closed. I think it's closed. And it will give a message. After the message, the form should reset. Yes. Now you can see it has resetted. And product ID has changed into 129. And the plant location and the machine code, it's giving the message. So everything has been resetted again. So we have to write a coding for lines together 10 years before. 20 lines we have to write a coding. Early days. Simple, submit, reset. That's all. Submit the form, reset the form. Job is done by Power App. Early days we have to manually do everything. Hmm. Hmm. Next level. We'll see one by one everything. There is a code called as filtering. If that plant location is filtered, under that what are all the things available? There is a filtering, there is something. We'll see. What is the error? Data value should be drop down instead of that wherever data value. Reset. Submit. Submit. Drop down there. You can adjust the size. Full contact here.
Your numbers are getting updated. See, all the new entries which have done.
Superb. I think without struggling a lot, without writing a very big coding, as I told early days, we have to run a very big coding life for this. Submitting a form, saving a form, resetting. We have to go for lines of coding. Lines of coding. And for something for my reference, I want to give some message here. What I did today, I know this. I did it. I submitted the form. I notified it through a message box. Then I resetted the form. Tomorrow, I don't know what I did it. I want to give some comment for this. I want to give my own message. It's better practice to give some comment. Just to put a backslash star. Just type backslash star. Put a backslash and star symbol and type something, whatever you want. Above coding. Above code is for saving, notifying, and resetting the form. Just for my understanding, I am giving some message here. To close the message, you have to put same thing in the reverse. Star and backslash again. So it will come in a green color. It will come in a green color. This will not run. This will not run in your form. This will not do anything. Just for our reference, like a comments, like a note, like a comments, like a note. I am just giving something on the bottom here. The above code is for saving, notifying, and resetting the form. Just for our understanding, it's better to give some useful message. What we did. When I open this tomorrow, I would have forgot what I did. So for that, I am giving some message here. This above code is for saving, notifying, and resetting the form. Okay. And I collapse this formula bar. The coloring background, other you can try. Instead of the submitting, I have inserted a command button. You can add some other. Instead of the command button, you can put a icon. You can put some other. Maybe we'll try in the next session. Next session we'll try this. So we have inserted a screen. In the screen, we have made this shift to production entry from where the user can enter this. So they can type the production ID, they can select the plant location, they can type the machine ID, and they can select the quantity, they can select the shift, type the shift, submit, it will get submitted and it will get resetted automatically. Fine. Now let us create one more screen for editing. For example, later in the same production code, I did a mistake. I made a mistake. The production quantity was not entered properly. Our supervisor is not entered properly. Or I did some job that the job is closed and we have completed. I want to edit something here. Supervisor name, I want to edit it. Production quantity, I want to edit it. I want to modify it. So let us create a small form for modifying, editing or modifying. So let us add a screen. You know how to add a screen. On this tree view, there is a button available called as new screen. So on the tree view, when you go to the tree view, there is a button available for the new screen. That's method number 1. Method number 2, on the empty area, place the cursor on some empty area. On the top, there is a button called as new screen available here. If this new screen is not visible, if your screen resolution is very small, then go to 3 dot, where I can see the new screen will be available here. If your screen size is very small, like this, when your screen size is very small like this, I think you have to go to 3 dot there. There will be a 3 dot. Under 3 dot, you will get that screen size. If your screen size is very small, new screen. So let me click on new screen, blank screen. So let me start with the blank screen. So let us go to the new screen here or go to the new screen here. Both are same, both are similar, and we will start with the new screen. So new screen, like a new page, like a new slide, like a new page, like a new book in Excel, new sheet in Excel. We have inserted a new screen. Right? In this new screen, let me minimize the screen size to have a better view. In the screen, I'm going to insert a gallery. Inside the gallery, all the production name, production ID, everything will be displayed. And in a form, when I select production ID 1, all the details of production ID 1 will be displayed. And they can edit it and submit it. It should be updated in my source table automatically. Editing. So this form is for editing. This form is for editing. So as usual, let me add small text label on the top. There is a text label. So let me go to insert and I'll go to the text label. I'm going to put a text label. Maybe the text label, go to the display. I have gone to insert text label. First we have inserted a screen. After inserting a screen, we have inserted a text label. Inside the text label, let me go to the display. And I'll type inside the text label. This is for the shift entry, shift production, editing screen, edit form. This is the form for shift production edit. Not the entry. I'm not going to enter. I'm going to edit here. The font size, I'm increasing the font size a bit, maybe 20. Yes. Other decorative work, background, other things you decide. I don't want to take much time on that. Just we have given some text, your wish. We have added, we have inserted a text label and we have typed in something inside the text label, and font size we have increased it. Center alignment, maybe bolder. Okay. Next we are going to insert a gallery. This is your option. Just for our reference, I have given a name. Just a title for that form. Now I am going to insert a gallery. Go to insert. Under insert, you can see there is vertical gallery. Vertical gallery. If you are not satisfied with the vertical gallery, I want horizontal gallery or something, you can go to the search box and you can see there are some vertical gallery, horizontal gallery, flex height gallery, blank vertical gallery, blank horizontal gallery. I recommend to go with the vertical gallery, horizontal or a vertical. You can decide. So let us go with the vertical gallery. So I click on that vertical gallery, go to insert. under insert, I am selecting the vertical gallery. Inside that vertical gallery, once again it's asking which table you want to bring it into that vertical gallery. Maybe the same table, the shift entry. That's my table name. That's a table name which you have given on your Excel file. The same table name is displayed here, or if you are not able to find it, under the table, under the connector, it should be there. But we have already added the data. It should be available straight away here. So let me select that shift entry. I select it. And after selecting it, it is displaying something here. I think it is displaying the machine name on the top and it is displaying the plant location on the bottom. Machine name and the plant location, and there is a picture. Unfortunately, in Excel, we cannot add a picture. But when you are using SharePoint, you can add the picture. So I don't want the picture. I want the production ID to be displayed. Maybe I want the machine code to be displayed. Production ID and machine code to be displayed here. Only two things has to be displayed here. So we have inserted a gallery, and what is the table name? We have selected the table name. Then select this fields. Go to fields. Click on that fields, and before that, I don't want this image. I want only these two things, only the title and subtitle to be displayed. I don't want this image. So what we will do, select this gallery, right hand side, once again to the properties. Under properties, there is an option called as layout. Go to the layout, it says image, title, subtitle. I don't want image, I want only the title and subtitle. So let us click on the arrow mark and I select title and subtitle. Title and subtitle, this one, the third one. I want only title and subtitle, or only title. Only title means only the production ID to be displayed. So let us go with title and subtitle. I will go with the title and subtitle. Select the gallery, properties. Under properties, go to the layout. Under layout, I selected the, or else you can select the layout here also. It's not required. You have to come to the properties and you have to come to the layout here. When you select the gallery on the top, on the first option itself, there is an option called as layout. Here also you can change it. Both are same. Here also the layout is available. I will select the title and subtitle. So I select this option, title and subtitle. Then let me collapse this, let me minimize this. Then I don't like the, here I can see only the machine code is displayed. I want the production ID and machine code to be displayed. I want production ID at plant location, your wish. Go to the fields. Go to the fields and select what you want. In the title, I want the production ID. So title, I want the production ID. And maybe the bottom, I want the plant location. So here it will display the production ID. Here it will display the plant location. Okay, you can change whatever you want it here. You can change whatever the fields you want. I selected only two fields. One is the plant location and another one is the production ID. So let me run and check. I'll play this form. Yes. Production ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the production ID is displayed here. We can search it. We can find it. That are all the topics which we'll see in the next part. Now if I select 101, all the details of 101 to be displayed here. I can modify it and click on a button. It has to be modified. If I select 102, all the details of 102 to be displayed and I will modify, save it. It has to be saved automatically. That's what we are going to do now. So we have inserted a gallery. Inside the gallery, we have displayed a production code and the plant location. Now come out of this. I run the form and check and I close this now. I'm closing this. Let us add one more form here. I'm going to add one more form. I will add, you know how to add the form. Insert, edit form. Insert, edit form. Go to insert, under insert, click on this edit form. Insert, edit form. Once again, it's asking for the table name. Select the table name. I am selecting the table name. Insert, add form. I selected the table name. Let us bring the form somewhere else here on the right side. Now, could you tell me how can I add the fields here? I want all the fields, mission name and the production ID, mission code, supervisor name, everything to be displayed in a form. How can I get it here? Field. Once again, go to the field. Then add field. I want mission code. I want plant location, product quantity, production ID, and the shift supervisor. Sorry, I selected all this. We are not writing any coding. We are just selecting it. We are just selecting it. Add. It should be added. It's taking some time. Yes, it is. It is added here. Now tell me, how can I bring the production ID to the first and I want the plant location to be second and mission code to be third up? Again, go for the fields and collapse it and move it as per your wish. So I want the production ID should be on the first, drag and drop, plant location to be on the second. Sorry. Only one thing we have to do here. And done.
Get complete data.
You select the field, sir.
No, this one.
Scroll. It should be. The source file is closed. And if it is not available, once again go to this data view, go to the three dot, refresh and check. Taking some time to refresh also. Now, what are we going to do is very simple, not a very big coding. We are going to write a very simple coding here. So whatever the, when I run the form, nothing is displayed, that's okay. When I select 101, it should display the details of 101 here. When I select 102, 102 details has to be displayed. 103, 103 details has to be displayed. 104, whatever I select based on that, the form should display automatically here. So let us remember what is the name of this gallery. Select this gallery. Name of the gallery is Gallery 1. Name of the gallery is Gallery 1. Or you can give some other name as per your wish. You can give your own name also as per your wish. So I have given a name called as Gallery. Let it be Gallery. Select this form. Select this form. Select this form. Select the form. Select the form. On the top left hand side it says data source. Data source, what is the data source? What is the table name? That's automatically selected. But what I want is based on whatever I select, it should display the values here. So select this form. On this data source, click on the drop down. Click on the drop down. There should be something called as item. Item. Select the drop down and click on item. Click on item. Click on item. And go to the formula bar. Click on item. Go to the formula bar. And what is the name of the gallery? I think I have given a name called as Gallery 1. So let me type that gallery name. Gallery 1 dot selected. Gallery 1 dot selected. Very simple. That's all. Just type Gallery 1 dot selected. Automatically you can see it has fetched here. I selected 104. 104 detail is automatically displayed here. Let me run and check. I'll play this. I run this form. I'm running the form here. I select 101. Yeah, details of 101 is displayed automatically. If I select 102 details is displayed. 103, whatever you select, only that details is displayed on the gallery. Very simple and very easy. Early days, as I told, we have to write the lines and lines of coding for this. Find that value, look up the value, and find whether the product ID is available, find the product plant location for it, find the machine code for it, and display it in a text box. ஒரு காலத்தில் எவ்வளோ பெரிய கோடிங்லாம் we have written a very very big lines of coding. Okay. Now try this. I want you all to try the next one. Maybe I want you to try. This is done. Suppose I selected 109. Product quantity is not 64. The product quantity is some other 70. And I change it. And let us insert. I'm not going to insert a button. Let us insert an icon. Under icon, there are so many icons available. Let us get some icon like save. Go to the search box and I type something like SAVE. Yes, there is a icon called as save. So let us click on that icon called as save. I click on the icon called as save and I put this icon somewhere else here. So I have inserted an icon and I given the icon somewhere else here. So you can change the color of this icon. You can increase and decrease the height, and that part you will do it. Now if I click on this button, whatever the change you did, that has to be saved. And I have to see it here. I think you can try. That's very simple. You can try this. When I click on this save icon, a record should be submitted automatically. I think that's very simple. You can do it very easy. Icon. So that has to be saved. Run the form and check and change something, some value, and check whether it's updating. Change the product quantity or change the supervisor name, some other, and check whether it's updating on my source or here also you can check whether it's updating. Next we'll select the search box. Done. Submit the form and notify if possible. No need for resetting. Don't reset the form. Resetting is not required. Done. Okay. Let me do this. Select this button. The icon which I have inserted. On select. Before that, let us see what is the name of this form. I forgot the name of the form. I will go to the tree view. I think it's form 2. Name of the form is form 2. Name of this form is form 2. You can rename it. You can give some meaningful name for the form also. But as of now, the name of the form is form 2. So let us select this icon. On select. Remove the false part here. Delete it. Submit form. Submit form. What is the name of the form? The form name is form 2. I think the name of the form is form 2. Close bracket. Close bracket. Submit form 2. Close bracket. Semicolon. Notify. Form modified successfully, comma, notification type is success, comma, maybe I'll put only 1 second, 1000 milliseconds, 1000 milliseconds. Just I'm displaying 1000 milliseconds. Better, otherwise sometimes it will be very long. Otherwise you can close it also. Click somewhere else. Run the form. Something I am going to change in 101. I click on 101. The production ID is 101. Plant location is Varagadam and engine is 01 and the production order quantity is 120. Let us make this 120 as 150. I'm changing the production quantity as 150. Now I'll go to the save button. It is saving. On the top you will get a message. Form modified successfully. I think it should be saved. Let me check 1 second. It's displaying 150. I'll go to 102 and I'll come back to 101 again. It has changed into 150 here. That means it was updated. So for the production ID 101, I changed the product quantity. Unknowingly, I have entered 100. 120. I have changed it into 150 here. Same coding, nothing difference. Just submit your form.
Using this, if you see some of the blanks, this blank. Using this, we can update that also, right?
Blank. If the order is open, I have closed it. Done. The activity is completed. That we can fill it. Select it, which we did in the morning. Select the production ID. Go to the advanced. Unlock it. First unlock it. Go to display. And make the display mode as display mode dot disabled. The production ID is disabled. They cannot edit the production. This is what we did in the morning. Select this box, unlock it, and there will be an option called as disable mode. Click on the disable mode. Top left, the parent dot disable mode equal to disabled. Display mode is disabled. Morning, we did it in the morning. I will do it for the plant location. Again, I will do it for the plant location. Select the plant location. Select the plant location. Go to advanced. Unlock it. Come to display. Here you can see the display mode. Click on the display mode. On the top, you will get parent.display mode dot disabled. So the plant location will get disabled. They can modify as per my system. They can modify the machine code. They can modify the quantity. They can modify the supervisor name. Advanced, have you removed that lock? If advanced option, we have an option here also. When you search display mode. You change it here also. You can change it on the top or you can change it here. Both are same.
cannot edit in the read only.
லாக்ல இருக்கு. Let us see about searching next. Done. Yes. It was disabled when I run the form. They cannot edit this. You cannot edit it.
Disable directly on this one.
Form itself disabled, no?
That information name ಅದು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಡಿಸೇಬಲ್ default should not be there.
Display mode is equal to disabled. Yeah, done. Now, here we have only around 25 or 26 or 27, 28 records. Okay, suppose I have thousands of records. I cannot find all the 1,000 records. For example, if I put a text box, inside a text box or some other, I will type Oragadam area, only the list of all the production ID available Oragadam to be displayed here. If I select warehouse, only warehouse has to be displayed here, so that I can select only the warehouse and I can do my activity here. So I don't want all the production ID to be displayed. Using a filter, maybe a text box, whatever I type here, based on that it should display only that details here. That's what we are going to do now. Come out of this, let me add a text box. I'm going to put a text box above the gallery. This is a gallery. Inside above the gallery, let me add a text box. Let us minimize this gallery somewhere else. I'm going to add one text box here. Inside the text box, my user is going to type the plant name, or they can type the production ID. They can type the supervisor name, whatever. They can type the mission code. Based on the selection, it should display only that plant. First, let me start with the plant location. So let us go to the insert again. Let me go to the insert again. There is something called as text input. Text input. Go to the insert, text input. Or you can go to the input. Below the input, you can find out the text input also. Below the input also, you can find the text input. So either go to insert text input, or under the input also, you will get the text input. Text input is available here. So you can either find it here or you can find it here. Both are same. Both are same. So let me insert the text input. I selected a text input. The text input is available here. I place the text input somewhere else here. I place the text input somewhere else. And I'll go to the display. I'll go to the display. By default, it is saying something like text input. I don't want this text input. I remove that text input, delete it. Default, nothing to be displayed. Default, nothing to be displayed. Default, I don't want anything here. I removed that default. Then go to the hint text. Hint text. Enter. I'm giving some hint. Enter the plant location. Enter the plant location. Just I'm giving some hint text. Default text I have removed and I'm giving some hint text. Hint text, you know what is the advantage of the hint text? Whenever I place the cursor, it shows the hint text here. Hint here. Enter the plant location. Okay. For the break, we'll finish up this. A small thing. Now, here, whatever the plant name they are typing here, based on that, the gallery should display only the plant details. If I type Oragadam, only the Oragadam to be displayed. If I type the warehouse, warehouse has to be displayed. First 4 letters are the entire. First, let us start with the entire. Then the 4 letter, 5 letter, we'll see it later. So whatever they type, based on that, the plant name to be displayed automatically here. So what we do? Select the gallery now. Select the gallery now. Select the gallery. Whatever the thing they are typing inside the text box here. Before that, you should remember what is the name of this text box. Let me click here. What is the name of this? Is text input 1. Text input 1. That's the name of this text box. Name of this text box is text input 1. Please do remember it. Or you can rename it as per your wish. You can go here and you can give your own meaningful name. Now select the gallery. Select the gallery. On the gallery, on the top, you can see items. On the top, it says items. Items, it says shifty entry. Items, it says shifty entry. No, I don't want shifty entry. I want to type whatever the things they are typing in the text box, only that plant location has to be displayed. So instead of the shifty entry, delete it. Delete that shifty entry. And let us use something, delete that shifty entry. Click here on the formula bar. Click on the formula bar. Filter. Filter. Open bracket. Filter. Open bracket. Which you want to filter? I want to filter the table name. The table name is shifty entries, comma, shifty entries, comma, plant location, plant location, plant location is equal to, plant location is equal to what? Is equal to that text box name. What is the text box name? text input. Text input dot text. Text input 1 dot text. That's a name which we have given there. Text input dot text. Filter, open bracket, shifty entry. Shifty entry is the table name, comma. Which column? The column name is plant location is equal to. Can I search only the plant location? Can I search other things? Yes, we can do that. We'll do it in the afternoon session. Now let me close the bracket. That's all. I'll close the bracket. Alt enter for accepting it. You know nothing is displayed. Of course, you know that nothing is displayed here because I didn't type anything on the text box. That's the reason. Now let us run the form. I'm running the form. I'll go to this plant location and I'm typing the plant location here. Spelling is correct. Yeah. Case sensitive. So when I type Oragadam, it shows only the plant, what are all the machine code, what are all the production ID available in that Oragadam plant. Or let me select something like warehouse. Yes. Whatever the things available under the warehouse, that is displayed here. By default, it will display everything. Delete everything, it will display. By default, we'll do that. At the combo box. Drop down. Instead of this one, you put the drop down which we did in the morning.
Both can do, for example, drop down should type here, that should come.
Anyone. We can put checkbox and drop down on one by another. Both cannot be done in one object.
Now, for example, drop down Excel and all, too much is.
As of now, it's not there. There is something called as combo box. We'll try with combo box. What is another spelling mistake? Oh, capital. Everything is capital. Yeah. Any challenges? Equal to. And location is equal to. ஒரே நேம் okay. As he has told, first time it should appear everything, and I cannot type the entire name. I can type only the first 2 letters or 3 letters, and here I can select only the plant location. Can I type the machine name? Can I type the shift supervisor name? So multiple items I can type it here. It's not required. I have to type only the plant names. So I can type anything here. Based on that, automatically it should display here. These are all the things which we have to see. And how to bring the Power BI report to here, how to bring a table here, and how to create a manual form. These are all the form is automatically created. Here we have some restrictions. The plant location, manually can put a combo box and find it. I can bring a combo box from some other table and I can put it here. So various other options, manual way of creating the form. That's all the topic which we are going to see after the break. I think it's automatically saved here. If it is not saved, please save it. I think it's saved. In my system, you can see the save is graded out. It's deactivated. The save as means it will take another copy. So I think it is saved automatically. So if it is not saved, you can save it. I think it's already saved. Control S also, I think it will work. You can save this file. We'll see the other part, and finally we'll see how to make a index for all the forms also. In Power BI, so many topics are still pending. So I will minimize this and I will stop the recording. Afternoon, I will not pause it. I will restart.